powerful here for KT is the Mordekaiser going to rear its head again here. Into the
Morgan. It's the Morgan Kaiser?
Yeah, but because you picked this Ezreal with both the Varus and the Caitlyn,
a cool little red rock.
Yeah, that
really
Ruby Crystal plus the refillable is really nice.
Oh, Envy possibly. No. YoungJay going to be starting off this dragon, and of course they know that the grubs were going down.
Perfect is doing topside, yeah.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall's also going to come in. Is Pureshik going to come on over? Actually looked like he kind of walked through the wall there, but it didn't start until a little bit afterwards. And Pureshik just let Perfect take that one down. The flash forward does come in, and oh no, the stun onto Karis as he tries to get the shuffle. Still going to land it though, as First Blood does land onto Pureshik, but it's a trade of junglers pretty immediately. Envy free hitting, however. Seismic shove, flash does come out, and Karis will be taken down. Will be able to take the last grub. A little bit delayed, one could say. But is still going to be able to lock that one down. So there it is here for Bro, but they're going to look to try and possibly contest. They'll be too late to actually lock down the dragon, but can they find the fight is the question. Great Vault Breaker from Pureshik, as in goes Karis once again, but once again he's stunned and flung around. The Empress Divide does absolutely nothing. Still it's a 1-for-1, make that a 1-for-2, and Bro is still...
He loses crab, no?
Not going to lose the crab, as Beryl and Pureshik just kind of whiff it there a little bit. BDD there to save the whole situation, as YoungJay trying to keep himself alive. Doesn't have the ulti available. And the Weavers, well, it's going to come on through. YoungJay should be going down as the Seismic Shove is going to connect. Morgan finds the E. Death Realm is in there, as Pureshik able to get himself to the edge of it, but will be taken down, as now Morgan stealing some stats away, looking to escape the whole situation. As Perfect just wanders up to him. Okay, gonna push him against the wall there as the re-engage is coming through. The wall is kind of decent, but BDD is just gonna get wiped out. Perfect still basically full health.
Very strong position if they can continue to figure out better team fights moving forward, because right now it's been very scrappy. My concern is that they're... Okay.
Yep, Door going to eat the True Shot Barrage, so... Not going to be able to use that one, as now Perfect looks for Karis. Empress Divide comes through, but there's the Seismic Shove. Ace in the hole coming down just to help out, and there is the Impale. Perfect's going to find that one. Grub's going over to KT as well. Sides, you know, of what they can be. They can find a lot of the snap decisions, or they can go a little bit in tow, but I don't think they're going to get here in time, as Pureshik will walk into the wall there and was kind of bathing in the
and getting cut into pieces. So BD gets the free push, gets the free turret completely uncontested, and
he does manage to pull him back. Perfect just in the Death Realm right now. Not able to actually stun against the edge of the Death Realm, as you can see, as Weaver's Wall comes on down. Seismic Shove. That is a shove into the Impale. Flash comes through, but no, get over here, buddy. The Death
into the rocks.
Wow, and I just realized that I used, you know, the Scorpion's own line against him.
Yeah.
You know, the get over here, the very famous Rise, and now it's Pureshik's turn to try and get out. Slowed down, Seismic Shove to remove Polu. Emperor's Divide gonna throw Pureshik back, and he's just dead. Nothing that's gonna bring Perfect through, so he doesn't care about the walls. Let's see who he can hoover up, as the Seismic Shove brings YoungJay back. He secures the Baron, and now it's a 5v4. Still they're losing a whole bunch of their health bars. Caitlyn raining down the damage. The Impale, fantastic, as it brings Morgan in.
True Shot Barrage is not going to clear this one out, but Baron power play not going to be ideal here, and it is also going to be KT getting this bottom side dragon, so going to be sole point for them off the play. I think this really does favor KT at the end of the day, but I do respect the idea here for Bro, especially because Morgan feels confident that with his ultimate, he can just pull out the Scar. Jack shows and the Rook turn is perfect. Speaking of,
yeah, looking for a bit of an opportunity there as Polu just walks into his open arms. Envy trying to get out, but he just immediately gets impaled. YoungJay in trouble as well. Crescent Guard comes in, but it's ignored entirely. Pureshik taking a lot of damage, but Polu getting in there. Pureshik gets out. The Mordekaiser's flung around, and it's a double kill for Deft. Just an auto, and he could have grabbed a triple, but he wants to give that.
Polu could find a stray pick, that'd be nice, but there's no one you want to pick right now.
Oh, Deft does have a trap set up. Oh my goodness. KT, they knew that was coming, and Deft was looking tasty. They take down Polu. Beryl puts up the door to say no to the damage, and now BDD looks for the backline. Envy gonna get thrown into the rocks and destroyed. Although it does take a little while to go down. Finally, that last boulder to his head is gonna come on through. They take down Deft, however, and now Beryl has to use that flash to get back towards BDD, and it's BDD that has to be the carry, that has to be the hero. YoungJay, he gets out the Zhonya's that was beautifully timed, but Morgan is gigantic. The Noxian boss gonna now try and take down KT, and they do not want to fight them, not with...
Almost heroically carries the fight. We're not done yet. We're still on this Drake.
You can see Deft, he's behind the wall as Polo gets into the pit. It is going to be the Drake secured by B2D somehow, as Perfect just playing bouncer, and now it's a Mountain Soul. True Shot Barrage eaten by the door, and now Young J having to deal with all of these rocks. Man, B2D doing a lot of damage as in comes Perfect. He finds the wall, special delivery, as he's got a Crescent Guard. I just don't think it's going to save him. They're all in the circle, although it does save him for a really long time. Still now Morgan fighting B2D. He does have his Seraphs, but the Mordekaiser is not going to survive after taking him down. And B2D 4 versus 3 now as Karis, he goes golden, Zenith Blade, and Def just shoots the Leona on her way in. A double kill here. Ace in the hole, make it a triple. There is the ace for KT. And they will be able to push this minion wave through and end the silliness, Wolf.
Yeah, I've had enough of the silliness, but it was very entertaining. And I think KT are looking to punch game one off of this best of 3.
They're going to walk into that coach's booth. They're going to be like, Hirai, you're proud, right? And he's going to be like, oh, God. Yeah, let's have a chat.
He's going to say what he said before. There are multiple problems. There are multiple things to work on. But at the end of the day, you guys got game 1. We'll give it to you.
You've nailed the outcome now, KT. And let's now make the journey feel better as they look to try and grab a couple of extra kills. Still, the Nexus is going down. Pioshik, the last couple of shots. And that is going to be that. And you can see some... You can play a Beryl bottom lane if you would like to right now in the meta. Currently, Ashe Leona is pretty good. But he is going to lock away his first one. And that will be the Leona down there. Kind of the only real engage that KT has is Titan's Wrath, immediately eaten there by Deft as they're looking for the dive. Beryl walks forward. He is going to flash. They want to find Envy. They split the damage a little bit here as Beryl will go down first. Polu will eventually fall as now Deft, without turret aggro, is now going to try and pick up the kill onto Envy, and he'll get it. Pioshik makes his way out there.
Maximize the damage here. Drops aggro. Deft does to Pioshik and pick it up one more time, and it's perfectly done. Neither of them have to flash. That was really clean, despite what was a nice attempt there from Paulo. Nautilus is so good at anti-dive, but when the dive and the juggle is that good, into expending a lot of advantages in this early game. See this Garner winning out topside still for now is, oh boy.
Yeah, stops the back monopoly that Pioshik and KT have for this series. We saw them utilize it very well in the last game.
Well, you know what champion in this current meta really likes to have all the grubs? It's that one right there, BDD's piloting it.
I was going to say Ziggs.
I mean, Ziggs also, but, you know, that we see a lot in the meta that's winning a lot.
Yeah, that would be the tryst.
The one that can solo dragons, the one that has a get-out-of-free jail card, the one that can buffer CC, the one that has the most lane prio since Lucian 20. Yeah, KT just not really fully in position to contest. They're coming over for a bit of a pinch, but just too slow on this one, unfortunately.
They're actually over the wall here. Does find a lot of damage. Last Mystic Shot will connect. They haven't got the eye.
Yeah, denied.
KT, well, I mean, they haven't denied it fully just yet. Pulbay moving on in as Polu is... Polu died for. So there was a reason, Wolf. There was a reason.
Yeah, well...
I don't know whether it was good enough. You know, I haven't really haven't made that assessment yet.
Well, we'll have to take a look at that one again because that seemed a little bit sus. At the end of the day, though, you know, it's a dead Nautilus. It's KT getting further control on the map, and Herald can only do so much for you. If you don't have any control, you don't necessarily get to use it.
Morgan, good sidestep there on this. Still not able to do too much here. It's a big teleport. KT really trying to defend. Teleport from Bro underneath the turret. They do manage to lock that one down. So it's kind of working.
He's pushing on to BDD constantly, not afraid of him.
Ooh, solar flare, yeah. True Shot Barrage coming on through there as Def does so much damage. Beryl just explodes.
This is Naughty Baron start just yet, but they still have to fight for the vision.
Yeah, still 3,000 gold is Bro versus KT, the Edgar versus Hirai.
Yeah.
Battle of the Ages. Very, very cool. This is not so cool for Beryl. He's just going to explode.
That's some good bro activity.
I think the nameplates have to come into account, and because of that, I have no idea what's going to happen. Honestly, anything could happen because the nameplates exist for KT as well. Morgan and Perfect fighting one another. Polu going to move up, try and even out the odds there a little bit. YoungJay does the same thing as Beryl, doesn't find the Zenith Blade. Seismic Shove throws him away yet again as Polo is going to be the first to go down. True Shot Barrage, a lot of value as KT find the angle and BDD is diving forward. The Moonlight Vigil goes entirely wide and Envy finds himself the last man standing, or will eventually, I'd assume. Never mind, YoungJay trying to pull it back. Perfect is going to go down, and Envy manages to get the kill onto Pyoshik.
Trying to wrap around. At least they get vision here on this brush, and that's when you could spear. That's when you could force Bro to come to you.
Oh, another Seismic Shove going to connect as Polo gets the pullback barrel. He does find a stun onto YoungJay, who is doing a lot of damage, but he is still really dead. And now Morgan, a mega tank, as YoungJay looks for the fling back. Perfect is going to find his, though, as it's BDD throwing down so many autos, but the pullback is perfect from Polo.
Some resets here, maybe, but I still think this Baron is gone. Let's see what they can get done.
Yeah, I mean, these two are doing a lot of DPS, and look at Bro's health bars. They are getting lower. Pyoshik is not landing any spears, though, as the depth charge comes on in. Seismic Shove is going to get buffed. The Baron does go down, but can they get out? And it looks like
the Perfect is just isolated. Look at BDD and Def try as they might to hurt the Skarner.
That they picked up when they killed it. But now, with a minute and a half, they should be able to stop.
AP defense here because laning into a Cassante, so it's just so difficult for Def to hurt him for even the Tristana that has LDR.
Yep, and now Mega Cone can be taken here by Morgan, who dives in. Deft is just sandwiched into the wall, but it seems like he's kind of okay with it. Down goes the Skarner now. Perfect, he dives in, he's on top of Envy, he goes all out, but then he's all out of the game. As Polo, he's going to be taken down. Envy gets hit by a spear, and now it is Poolbay trying to be the monster. It's a double, but Deft is able to take him down, and now Envy, you ain't gonna be back in there, and now he has to figure out how to get through this one. Oh, Moonshot going to connect, as I don't know whether they even really want to take their chances here. Envy is very scary.
Yeah, this is really scary.
Oh, doesn't connect the Q though. And now, Deft is gonna dive forward, gonna shut him down. Even game state, outside of the fact that KT has Chemtech's Soul Point, and Pyoshik, he also has a problem with a circle on the ground. He will be taken down. Poolbay's going to be traded though. BDD just Goomba stomps him. Now it is YoungJay that has to deal with the Tristana, and he will. It's a double kill as Solar Flare comes on through. YoungJay is going to tank it. Def doesn't have True Shot Barrage, so he can't get the snipe. And that's an impale onto Perfect. It's sort of 1 versus 3 at the moment, but he's extremely tanky.
It's not really hurting them, but he's healing a lot. And
oh, nice buffer this time from Def, but the turret is still going to go down.
Def's in trouble, potentially.
Yeah, that is going to be at least Perfect protecting him. He'll get shoved into the wall, but otherwise he will be able to make his way out.
Polo!
He goes in! I don't know about that one, as Envy is able to stand his ground. The Severum doing work, and now Perfect. Oh! It's Def that gets the kill onto the Aphelios, and Beryl, the hero, is still alive. Double kill. Focus to the target that does the damage. Exactly what they need to do. So that's Chemtech Soul, and in 6 minutes, it's the poetic end.
Polu?
This is Polu. I'm not sure about that one, but now Deft is going to get dove on by YoungJay, and that's a rocket from Poolbay to take him down.
Yeah, and now
you get the shutdown.
Now, I was going to say the climax of this game might be Elder, but it also might be a double Elder game, because I feel like that's caught by YoungJay, who's had a fantastic game. I feel like it's YoungJay versus Deft for most of this game, for me, for all the setups we've seen, for all the clutches from Deft.
That's what it feels like, and now Hook is going to connect onto Perfect, looks to try and get himself out, but it's a fantastic impale. Still, Perfect trying to get out. Seismic Shove's too good, finally has to flash, as the inhibitor is going to get taken. And now, with BDD
off of this, they have Baron too, so this might just be a turret going down.
Trying to find an opportunistic pick there or something like that, as the slow from Solar Flare does come in. Beryl just blows up like a balloon. And Bro are just moving forward. Deft is alive this time, but it's double inhibitors now down. And Bro are methodical. They're finding the angles. And now they're looking to siege these Nexus turrets. BDD slowed down by the rocks, thrown in by Morgan. And Def trying to get these Mystic shots, but he's just not quite finding them. Poolbay will finally take a few, but that is the first Nexus turret going down. Bro, I think they might have done it. I think they might have brought us to a game 3. It's the double pullback from Perfect. He goes all out, but then he just disappears. And it's an exposed Nexus now. BDD, he gets on top of YoungJay, but he goes golden. And will then find the extra, never mind, doesn't find the extra rocks, but Pyoshik, these health bars are so excruciatingly low. But Deft, can he defend? The answer is no, because the Nexus goes down, and Bro, bring it. These team fights, like Alistair and Ari do require that, as is that support Maokai? That is a lot of fun.
Unless it's support Talia, I don't think so. So
it is something that can very reliably get on top of Ezreal, especially if the plant is actually going to even things out nicely. Never mind, barrier going to be utilized though, as there's the ignite onto Polu. Seismic Shove gets 2, as once again he gets that work done, but Youngjae going to get stunned up now. Deft is going to move in, double buffs on the line. They're going to be picked up by Pyoshik, who does. Yeah, going to be wards cleared out, as Pyoshik has got this dragon down to half, as that's a pulverize onto 3. Twisted advance from Polu to try and get him out of there, as now Envy trying to chase them down. Barrel, even the dragon gets mad at him. Voidseeker soaked by Pyoshik, and now Deft is just tanking them. He has Arcane Shift, should be able to get himself out. See, he was holding that cooldown for so long, never had to use it in the end.
Yeah. I guess all 3 of these games are going to be like this, Atlas.
Okay, B2D going to dash in, finds the charm, and Polu is dead. The Orb of Deception for this dragon, or at least hope to. Another attempt onto the dragon here, as first grub does go down. Welcome back, scoreboard. We missed you. And they're holding Envy in position. He's going to now go for his reset. Pyoshik going to take, now has the Vampiric Scepter there as well. As Perfect going to try and change things. As in comes Pyoshik. Does look for the ulti as he gets underneath the turret. I don't know about that one, as he will have to snap back at some point. There is the Impale charged up. And KT are just taking this turret. They will be able to get yet another plate. So a little bit more of a defensive use of the wall. Headbutt Pulve is going to connect, and they look to punish the Talia. And now it's Pyoshik's turn to play a Pulve. He's going to get flung back into the rocks. B2D gets another one. And Bro, unfortunately, just kind of falling apart here in game number 3. Envy tries to flash it, does manage to get out, but Pyoshik, he'll get the stun. There's the charm. Cool guys don't look at explosions as B2D walks away, and Pyoshik gets another one.
And they just have
that does mean, with objective bounties up, if KT do throw, then there it's the last game of the day. This has been one heck of a series. And sometimes things like this can happen where Beryl is going to get flung back and eaten alive. Good headbutt though, still not going to quite be enough. As Youngjae taking a lot of damage, Heartbreaker comes in and it might be exactly that. Oh, the Impale as Polu, I think he's going to be cut down where he stands. And there's a charm onto Envy as well, that insult to injury. There is one, like Bro's on the board, we on the board, but everyone else is sort of...
Deft is going to get a second turret, Atlas, as well as the Viego, the Ari, right? Some of the roams from Perfect. But Deft has also silently just been bopping Envy in the bottom lane. And this isn't going very much better for Pulbe either.
Yeah, Pulbe's like, wow, this champion just does not take damage. And he would be correct.
Yeah, this is a really almost so ahead. And then Envy here, you can't be here, unfortunately. You don't have any top side. Nobody's alive. And now, I mean, KT are really just rolling the ball down the hill.
Yep. And it is Baron. Oh, he uses it, a taxi in for the engage. He'll be taken down, but it is a trade. 1-for-1 so far. Pulbe trying to be the hero here, but he just walks straight into that Mystic shot. And now Pyoshik, I mean, this is how, I guess, they're going to play Talia. They just plan to kill her every team fight, and then Pyoshik can do it instead. And they pile on top of the Cassante. Deft is able to stay alive, and it's a triple kill for Pyoshik.
It looks like KT is going to keep the record at 0-5 in 2020. They're not going to repeat this one. They are not repeating history this season. 7 J's items. Oh, he has a torch and an arm guard. Okay.
Yep. And now Morgan has a dream. His dream is to survive. And it is, you know, going to survive for a little while, but Deft will get his second kill.
Now look at the items of Pyoshik.
He built a Trinity Force, man!
I mean, when you're winning this hard, who can blame him? Pulbe's at least going to get some bounty gold back for his team, but Deft is looking for a third turret in this game, and he's going to get it. 700 more gold back in his pockets. They get the dragon.
So he has like a 4,000 gold lead now, I guess.
Now, who can kill Skarner? Like, trivia question for everyone at home. With the Skarner's at 202, he has Mountain Drake now. He's going to have Mountain Soul very likely.
Turrets.
I'm not sure about that. That wasn't really a part of the quiz. The correct answer I was looking for was no one. But
oh, right. Okay. Sorry.
Which champion on the side of OK Savings Bank Brion can hurt the Skarner? The answer is none.
All of them together with a lot of time. As Beryl is going to face check and then flash in. He'll find the pulverize. There's Perfect. Looks for it. Gets it. And oh my goodness, where did Youngjae go? He just disappeared. The ult out from Pulbe. and KT will have to take a consolation Polo, although he takes a blast cone out. Def says no to that. He'll put up the barrier. Envy trying to stay alive here as Pioshik dashes on in. He's legendary now. So he basically takes no damage for any of the shots and just heals it all back up again.
Bruiser Ezreal in
Yeah. It's beautiful. Well, we remember the days, don't we? You know, the times of the Frozen Fist Ezreal, the Blue Ezreal build.
I miss it.
I don't at all.
All
that
right.
It was
In live.
Yes. In live, Young Jay is missing.
Champions, and that's what you get, man. You flip it, you lose sometimes. You lose half the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's Edge of Night as well on this Viego. He does so much damage, and he's able to ignore the initial CC at the same time. They'll break open the base. KT still with almost 2 minutes of Baron left remaining at the same time. Goodness me, okay. Pioshik dashes forward. Polu with the Nature's Grasp. They do manage to find themselves a shove, but it's onto Perfect. He's near immortal. Oh, just the very edge of the charm going to connect onto Morgan, who's desperately trying to survive this. He's under an inhibitor turret, but still has to flash. As Polu taking so much. True Shot Barrage not going to hit. The rest of Bro, they're already just corralling towards their fountain. As KT, they run this side of the map as well.
They certainly do. Looks like they won't be able to end here. He's just going to be impossible to kill. As people are dying alive again.
Yeah, Pulme is real dead. We saw the start of an attempted ultimate, and then Beryl poofed him.
This is just a statement game from KT at this
It is, and I don't know what the statement is, Wolf. After what we saw in games 1 and 2, what does the statement say? Like, we were doing the other ones for fun? Like, because this is like KT saying we are way better. And right now I believe them, but I saw games 1 and 2, so I don't know what it means. As they are diving these turrets, Pioshik is so incredibly massive, it is absurd. He's going to be able to take down Envy there, grabs himself the double, and KT, they want to go home. They want to end this madness. They want to tell Hirai that this is how they want to play from now on. Don't worry, dude, we've got this. And we'll see whether he believes them. We'll see whether that's what they can bring to the Telecom War coming up on Saturday for our Saturday Showdown. Because after a game like this, maybe there's hope. Maybe there's a chance. Maybe we understand that they've got it in them. But they'll have to show us.
Game number 3 goes the way